Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here, and here's your big housing market update. So check this out. I want to say this right away. According to Realtor.com today, which is the 4th of August, we have 84% more active listings with price reductions compared to last year. So in today's video, I'm going to share that trend with you guys, and I'm also going to be sharing the latest updates regarding home prices, housing inventory, and also days on the market, because there's some pretty big changes, especially compared to the first of this year. And with that said, of course, if you guys get any value out of this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Also consider subscribing as well. I post frequent housing market updates so you guys can be more informed. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. And in this video in particular, this video took me hours to make because all the research I did regarding the latest trends we're seeing right now. So hope you guys appreciate that. In any case, let's go ahead and dive right in. Again, this is a report that was just published on the 4th of August, which is today. And this is according to Realtor.com, and this is for the week ending July 30th of this year. So take a look at this, because we're seeing some pretty big shifts in our housing market right now. So for the first time in 2 years, weekly data shows that houses are taking longer to sell compared to 1 year ago. So basically on a weekly basis, for the past 2 years, houses were selling faster compared to 1 year ago, but that's no longer the case. And according to Realtor.com, market activity is downshifting in response to high home prices and rising mortgage rates, which of course is putting upward pressure on housing affordability here. And it says here that fewer than 1 in every 4 listings on Realtor.com is affordable to the household earning $75,000 per year. And it says here, although home prices have not retreated, and I actually would add an asterisk here because this is referring to home prices increasing on a year-over-year basis, not on a weekly basis and not on a monthly basis here. Anyways, it says home prices have not retreated on a yearly basis here. They decelerated this week, providing another signal that the market has shifted. Another interesting trend we're seeing right now is that even though we have less new listings hitting the market on a year-over-year basis, active listing inventory or housing supply is still up 30% from 1 year ago. Okay, let's talk about some key findings regarding home prices, housing inventory, new listings, and also days on the market. I'm going to be sharing some trends regarding the past few weeks, but I'm also going to be looking at some data that I actually pulled from Realtor.com's website here that is not even mentioned in this report here, because I'm going to provide some additional analysis regarding trends we're seeing across the United States right now, especially regarding price reductions, which are not even mentioned in this report here. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right in here. It says the median listing price, again, this is the median asking price that a home seller asked for their house. That grew 15.6% compared to last year. We also reached an all-time high in June for the median listing price, a new high of $450,000 in the US. However, though, this week's data shows a deceleration or slowing rate of price growth compared to last week. And obviously this growth rate of 15.6% on a year-over-year basis is obviously much higher than historical levels here and well above what's typical, of course, here. But it says here this deceleration is a sign of a shifting balance in this housing market. And obviously this shifting of our housing market right here also has to do with price reductions we're seeing right now, and more on that here in just a little bit. But first, let's look at new listings. This is when a home seller lists their home for sale. That was actually down 8% compared to 1 year ago. This also marks a 4th consecutive week of year-over-year decreases in the number of new listings coming up for sale. This suggests that fewer homeowners are eager to list their houses for sale in this rebalancing housing market. Also, if more home sellers grow wary of participating in this market, in other words, if more and more homeowners decide not to list their house for sale, this could slow the housing refresh. So what they're saying right here is that we are seeing a slowdown in our housing market right now, but it's not as pronounced as it could be given the fact that we have less new listings hitting the market. So if we want to have a bigger slowdown in our housing market, we need to see new listings actually increase and not decrease. But even though less homeowners are deciding to list their house for sale compared to 1 year ago, active listing inventory is still 30% above 1 year ago. But this rate of improvement of housing inventory has been stalled in recent weeks as the number of new listings is dwindling. And of course, because we have 30% more houses for sale compared to 1 year ago, today's home shoppers or home buyers obviously have more options. Okay, let's talk about days on the market, which has been increasing, and they're gonna be sharing some trends over the past few weeks. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna be sharing my own analysis regarding some trends we're seeing across the United States here. So according to Realtor.com, homes spent one extra day on the market compared to this time last year. And this is actually the first time we've seen year-over-year increases in days on the market in the past 2 years. And to give you guys some context regarding this, yes, 1 day more on the market is not very significant, right? But take a look at this, because in February 2022, they actually reported that houses were selling 2 weeks faster compared to 1 year ago. So from February of this year, houses were selling 2 weeks faster. Now they're selling 1 day slower. So here's a summary of these trends here over the past few weeks. So here's median listing prices, new listings, active listings, which of course is housing supply, and also days on the market, or what they call time on the market. So the median listing price for the week ending July 16th was up 16.6%. It basically was flat for the following week. And for the most recent week, which is the week ending July 30th, the median listing price is up 15.6%. So a 1% decrease, or 1 percentage point decrease compared to the previous week, but still well above historical trends though, of course, right? Take a look at this though, because new listings, look at this trend we're seeing right now. So for this week on a year-over-year basis, we had 3% less new listings hitting the market compared to 1 year ago. The next week we were down 6%, and now we're down 8%. But even though new listings are down 8% on a year-over-year basis, active listings are up 30%. And because we're seeing this pullback in home buying demand and a 30% gain in active listings, of course it makes sense that houses are selling a little bit slower compared to last year. Okay, that was Realtor.com's analysis regarding the latest housing market trends we're seeing right now. But here's mine. And if you guys are still watching this video, thank you so much for doing that. So take a look at this. This is an upload I pulled from Realtor.com regarding the median list price on a year-over-year basis. And by the way, these are all on a year-over-year basis. So we're looking at the median asking price, or the median list price, the active listing count, in other words, the total number of houses being listed for sale, the change on a year-over-year basis. Also looking at days on the market compared to 1 year ago, the number of new listings compared to 1 year ago, and also the number of listings that have price reductions compared to 1 year ago. Obviously, this column right here was not mentioned in the report here, but it is data they provide on their website here. All right, so have a look at this. This is the most recent stats we have right now. This is for the week ending July 30th of this year. I'm also looking at data from January 1st of this year, and also 1 year ago on the 31st of July in 2021. So have a look at this. The median list price increased 15.6% compared to 1 year ago. 1 year ago, that was only a 10% gain. So we have an increase of the median list price compared to 1 year ago, despite the fact that we have 30% more active listings compared to 1 year ago. So 1 year ago, we had 30% less active listings compared to July 31st, 2020, but that has completely reversed. We basically have a 60 percentage point increase in active listings compared to 1 year ago, because it was down 30% 1 year ago on a year-over-year basis. Now we're actually up 30% compared to last year. So a very big change in the number of active listings compared to 1 year ago. And frankly, the trend we're seeing right now, we're actually seeing in the early parts of this year. So on January 1st, we actually had about 30% less active listing inventory compared to 1 year ago. So basically a change of 60 percentage points in the last 7 months. And meanwhile, houses are selling about 1 day slower compared to 1 year ago. That's right here. But take a look at this, because on January 1st of this year, houses were selling for 9 days faster. Also 1 year ago, this would be July 31st, 2021, compared to July 31st, 2020, houses sold 19 days faster. So pretty remarkable how we went from 19 days faster to 9 days faster. Now it's 1 day slower. So clearly we're seeing this pullback in home buying demand, which is causing active listings to increase, because new listings are actually down 8%. So this increase of housing supply is really due to a pullback in home buying demand. And even though we're seeing a decrease of housing demand, we're seeing an increase of houses being listed for sale, or the prices that houses are being listed for sale. And because of this, we're seeing a lot of overzealous home sellers, right? Because take a look at this. For the week ending July 30th of this year, we have 84% more houses listed for sale right now that have had price reductions compared to 1 year ago. So in other words, by listing count, we have an 84% increase from 1 year ago. That's a giant increase in the number of houses with price reductions right now, because on January 1st of this year, we actually had 26% less active listings with price reductions compared to January 1st of 2021. I really like this stat because most of the trends we're seeing right now, or most of the trends that are reported, have to do with the share of price reductions and not by count. So a giant increase of 84% by listing count is something we should be following here. Also, by share, according to altosresearch.com, for the week ending July 29th, the share of listings with price reductions is at 36%. For the week ending April 1st of this year, the share was 17%. So in other words, in the span of 4 months, the share of active listings with price reductions has basically doubled. So I know that was a lot to go over in today's video. If you guys are still watching, I really appreciate that. But let me briefly summarize what we're seeing right now, at least in my eyes. So right now we have a lot of overzealous home sellers right now who have not gotten the memo that our housing market is slowing down because asking prices are up 15.6% on a year-over-year basis. But because we're seeing overzealous home sellers, we're seeing a lot of price reductions, up 84% from 1 year ago, and houses are selling a little bit slower compared to 1 year ago. And because demand has been decreasing, we're seeing active listings actually increase, or housing supply actually increasing. And this is not from an increase of new listings because new listings have been going down. So comment below with your biggest takeaways from today's video. Also, if you guys got any value out of today's video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you guys have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.